Jobert Botha said, sometimes the people around you won't understand your journey. They don't need to. It's not for them. It's for you. Once again, welcome to the program Wounds of the Heart, where we are here to educate you on issues, help you overcome any mental challenges that you're going through, and also refer you to professionals who have what it takes to help people like you who are going through that issue. I've been your host for all this while. The name is Pastor Daniel as usual, and today I'll be joined by one beautiful lady who was with me last episode, and she's gone nowhere. She's right here with me on the studio. But then, if you would want to join this program, it is on our social media platform, Hope Channel GH Facebook, and as well as YouTube. If you want to contribute to this program, you can leave a message there, or better still, 0559 680066, 0559 680066. You can also send your questions and whatever you need to acquire of, and we will have the time to respond to that. If you want to sponsor this program, because this year I want to go to senior high schools to also move this program there. If you want to sponsor this program, you can call 0559 535554, 0559 535554, and we will talk about it and see how best you can support this program. It can be in kind or in cash, just to move to senior high schools to help them understand the happenings of this society. Recently, you hear the Interco, what they are doing. These are behavioral issues that I think that if we take this program to the campuses, it will help them resolve such issues that we are facing. Today, my guest is ready, seated, and she was here last week. She's here this week to help us understand what we call mental illness. Esther Chua Upoku Akwaba.
Yeah,
you are looking good.
Thank you.
It's like Yashada, but hey, that is how it is. My viewer says thank you so much for last week. In fact, you did beautifully explained what mental health is, even to the child as well. And today we know that once you have set the pace, we're going to follow the same pace as such, and even go a bit higher than what we discussed last week, Wednesday. Please. If I can bring us back, last week we were highly on mental health, but then there was a clear difference between mental health and mental illness. And you said mental illness is when somebody, in my layman term, is when somebody go off the line, the normal line. And if that person probably after, you used an example, grieving, where the person was strong when the situation was happening, but afterward, the person locked himself in a room, wouldn't eat, wouldn't cry, wouldn't do anything, a week or two, not bathing, that person is mentally ill. Please, based on that, what is, for the first time viewers, what is mental illness?
Before I go on mental illness, let me acknowledge Kotobabi SDHH.
Okay, that's so
that they don't beat me. Kotobabi SDHH, greetings. Dada Santi or Dada AB.
Hey,
and I
shout out to all of
greetings.
us. Yes, sir.
Okay, we said mental health is the way a person thinks, feels, and behaves, and connect to people. That is mental health. But when we say mental illness, it's a range of conditions that affects the way the person feels, the way the person behaves, and the way the person acts. And it affects the person's normal life.
Come again.
Mental health is a range of conditions.
Illness or mental health or mental illness?
Mental illness. It's a range of conditions.
Condition
As I said earlier.
Okay.
Like, let's say it's a sickness that has been diagnosed. Let's use the word sickness. That has been diagnosed.
Okay.
And the illness is there. So it's a range of, let's say, sicknesses in a layman's terms.
Very good.
That affects the way the person feels, the way the person thinks, and the way the person behaves.
Okay.
And these things have impacted the person's normal life. Then we say mental illness.
But in the health, it's all these things when a person is sound in all these, how
all
these
things.
Okay, that is fine. But do we have types of mental illness?
Yes. We have depression, we have schizophrenia, we have anxieties. Let's say we have the body dysmorphic disorders. We have a whole range, but I think we are used to depression,
and anxiety.
and anxiety. So at least every layman in Ghana knows depression. At least you know when you are excessively sad for a specific period of time. You will say, why depressed? Depression actually. If you need someone is sad for a day, say, why depressed? Wow. So everybody knows about depression. And even in that depression is the broad umbrella. We have the bipolars there.
Okay.
We have the bipolar there as a form of depression. So with the bipolar, we say 1 minute, let's say 1 minute the person is sad. Another minute the person is overexcited. So it moves from the sadness to the excitement. So then we say bi too. So bipolar.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have the schizophrenics. With the schizophrenics, we have paranoid schizophrenia, whereby the person is very paranoid about whatever he or she is doing. If you say someone is paranoid, like the person says, I said Pastor Daniel did this to me. Even though it's not Pastor Daniel, but the person is insisting.
It's me.
It's me. That is being paranoid. And we have the catatonia. They are there. You see one person standing. Sometimes they use it for fun, especially when we are doing football. You say if it's Kotoko, they're written Kotoko on them, and they are standing at one place. We say when someone is going through these mental health challenges, the person can stand at one place for 1 hour. More than 3 hours, the person is at one place.
Any from saying?
Catatonic schizophrenia.
Yes, who are the show?
Original one place.
Okay, those who paint, for instance, who paint themselves, supporters, they will paint.
They'll be
holding something out for a while. Oh, okay.
Exactly. That one is for entertainment purposes. Exactly. But when it comes to mental health issues, when you have a client who can stand on the ward for hours, no movement, nothing, the person is there. It's a form of schizophrenia.
Okay.
So they are there. Okay. So we have ranges. And we have the anxiety disorders. We have people who have the phobias. We have people who have phobia to dark rooms. It's a form of mental illness. If it exceeds certain levels, when there is total darkness, they can't stay here. Okay. We have people who are afraid of heights. Yeah. They are there. So immediately, okay. Then we have the suicide, which was first punishable by law, but now we decriminalize it because before someone even goes to kill him or herself, it is not an easy mental challenge the person goes through. But the person feels all hope is lost, and the last end is death. So all these are mental illnesses.
The example she gave, if you know someone or even yourself, if you are experiencing any of these, it means you are falling under mental illness. And then this program is a program that you need to watch and understand so that you'll be able to give yourself to a psychiatry or any mental health facility and tell them, I have come. I want you to assess me. Because at the end of the day, life, though, would end, but it's good to enjoy whilst you are alive. Suicidal thing you just mentioned. This few weeks I've experienced with 2 different people, and it is something. I think one day we need to talk about the twist to this suicidal thing. Now it's taking a different twist altogether. Unlike the first, we know that people are going through this and that, but now the young people, even the fact that a mobile phone is taken from them, that alone can persuade suicidal thoughts in their life because something has been taken away from them. I think it is right that we know the types of mental illness that we are supposed to be assured that, okay, these and that, for we the laymen know that it is mental illness. So please, Esther, God bless you. Though we have never delved into it, but God bless you. So you don't, Esther, you don't know.
Like you said, connecting to the mobile phone. They have connected. When we're defining mental health, we say being able to connect with people. And we have connected the people to the mobile phone right from day one. The baby is lying in the cot watching the cartoons. You have connected the baby's mind to the screen. They are gearing towards the screen more than being able to play with themselves. So we connect the people to it. That's why they easily get depressed. So instead of playing, let's say we are playing football, the mind will need to think. If I pass here, I'll be able to get to the pole. If I pass here, I'll serve my other opponent and score. It was a game of win. So we were being taught how to win. One wins and one loses. So in a way, our brain was being developed towards winning and losing. We played the Ludo. One wins, one loses. They say if you lose, you drink water. Those were forms of teachings. Right from day one, we were teaching the kids. We were teaching them how to earn things, but now they don't earn.
They don't earn.
They don't go through. The mind doesn't reason through anything. As you said, immediately you take the phone. It's like whatever I have connected to, you have taken it away from me. And mental health, let me jump. Mental health and spirituality, they connect. And when we say spirituality, it's when someone has purpose, meaning, and connection to a higher power.
To a higher power.
So the meaning, having meaningful life,
exactly.
having a purpose, and having a connection to a higher power. That's why someone will say mental illness is a spiritual disease. In a way, not a spiritual like deliverance. But spiritual as we being spiritual beings.
Okay.
So you have a meaningful lifestyle. You have a purpose. Then we connect with the higher power. From our medical side, we normally use medical higher power to be able to reach out to everybody. Because if you're a Muslim, you say Allah. So we say higher power. If you're a Christian, you say God. We say higher power. So connecting you to your higher power. So that is it. So as you connect to the mobile phone, that's what you have connected to.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. So what are some of the causes? What are some of the causes when we talk about mental illness? You said a lot of examples. I'm sure the causes would run through many of these examples that I've said. What are some of the causes that brings about mental illness?
Mental illness is hereditary. It runs in families. Even though some of our elders didn't put things down, they knew mental illness was hereditary. That's how come if you are going to marry, they will say go and check the family if they have any form of mental illness. Because mental illness is hereditary. It runs in families. So if my father have mental illness, probability of me also having it is high. Probability of my children also experiencing it is high.
Hey, now can't we break that? Can't we break it?
We can break it by being aware of it.
But not in the realms of the spirit.
Not in the realms of the spirit.
Oh, okay.
So it's hereditary. As you've carried genes from your father and you are now a pastor, you're enjoying it. You're enjoying it. Maybe you look like your father or your mother.
Your father.
The way you talk, the way you put things together, and everybody is admiring you. It's hereditary. You inherited it. That same way we can inherit
the other side.
And we have genetics also plays a role. Your genetic makeup can make you prone to mental illness. We have biological things. Let's say, our brain is made up of, let's say, chemicals. And let's say, in a layman's term, electrical charges. It's when we come to a mental case like epilepsy, we say the electrical charges, that's what happens. In when it comes to like epilepsy.
So
immediately it touches, the person gets the fit.
So for the person to experience that epileptic situation he finds himself, something had happened to the brain.
Something has happened to the brain.
So, sorry, but how does that work? How does it work?
The brain has ways. We have parts of the brain. The brain, as we say, brain one. We have guys are brain but different. Any like side biane roller play. Like we have our frontal lobe is there. It's for cognition, thinking, proper decision making. But in developing right from birth,
Okay. Okay.
as time goes on, from your adolescent through to 25 years, that's when a frontal lobe, no, it be developing.
Okay.
So each part of the brain is connected to a different thing, in playing different roles in your life. Side of the brain now the one idea no, and yeah, no one now the TSM. That's how come you can have someone who idea but or TSM. But the affected two sides, no, or no, still who idea on side and TSM. So their cognition, there are different parts of the brain playing different roles for the human being. So the genetic plays a role. The biological and other chemicals also plays a role. Like we have dopamine. Dopamine is for elation. When you see someone who smokes or smoke here, it's the dopamine that goes high. And then I high. But meanwhile, the ideal one, the whole process, biologically, you know, it's not so now we need for no reason. And how pass our exams are now we need so it's a reward. So those let's say chemicals deals with your brain's reward system. Think how pass our exams are now we need aji obicha wadia now we need
that's the rewarding system.
That's the reward system of the brain. But this time round, it is not like that. Or not or stress. What
is making him funny? Yeah.
What is making him
laugh
funny? We have serotonin, and then for the elation, and then like nipa no ice or sad kakra ni adie. Into chemicals, ni be our brain mono plays different role. So when there is a problem with it, then we say there is what mental illness, and we have the environment making people also have mental illness. Maybe I'm in an environment. Maybe I'm not being appreciated. Anything that I do, there is complaint. One person, my mother died not too long. My father is dead not too long. Me fear share. So the environment and the experiences around the person is causing the person to get mental illness, and we have trauma. Trauma like an accident. Someone gets an accident, that trauma can cause someone to get mental illness, even though in a family. But because of that trauma now, occur through no mental illness. Some of the trauma is like that the person can't handle it. Like some of nowadays we are seeing maybe people sleeping with their children. So maybe a wife comes in and see the husband sleeping with the child or the mother. That person has been traumatized. The brain can't process that. Like, what is happening? Am I seeing well? So that person can go off with this kind of trauma.
But what of those who got it out of birth? Though it's not genetic, it's not whatever, it's not from passing out through generation. But then, can a mother give birth to a child with mental illness due to probably certain things that the mother took or something? Has it been approved by scientists?
Yes. Maybe a mother who drinks alcohol can give the child a fetal alcohol syndrome.
Okay.
Nti ebe say akra ne ya no na adwen. So the alcohol no dey no adwen is very fragile like egg, very fragile. As osano. Nti adrenaline develop ye. Whilst you keep on putting alcohol and strong substances on it. Obi o wa benum eduro bi a ensese onom. And we have one procedure. Baby no ye won na say ontumi nchim na wa ankoye ni CS. Maybe the head is there. Then we can use I've forgotten the name, but we'll use it to hold the baby's head and drag the baby out. So in using that tool, if a mere baby not adrenal, it can affect the baby.
Okay. So now you told us about biological. You told us about where I was born, the environment I was born into. Can it bring cause mental illness in one's life?
Yes, your environment, a very harsh environment, where the person can't even find him or herself there. Everybody is going to school. I'm not going to school. Even if I'm going to school, I can see I am different. Things that everybody should have, I don't have.
Okay.
I start thinking. You see, it brings challenges to the children. We have people who can even go and defer their course because of mental health challenge and tell you there are problems in my parents' marriage or something, so I can't stand it. And it's causing that child mental health issues. The marriages has caused a lot of people mental health issues, relationship issues. That's caused a lot of people. We have one group, they were not born with it. It doesn't run in their family.
Exactly.
But due to this marriage stresses and everything that they can't cope with, they can't talk about, they have gotten depressed. We have another group, they have mental health in their family, but it's dormant, it's not active. But immediately they go through certain traits, it's being triggered, then they will get it. Are you getting like someone who smokes? We have some people who smoke today and they are very happy. The next one smokes and is in the mental hospital. Just one rule or mental hospital.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because they smoke and they start seeing like a lion is chasing the person starts hallucinating. A lion is chasing the person sees that even on the ground floor, he's at the top floor, wants to jump. Are you getting it? So we have individualities and how things affect us because of our genetic makeup.
So, but do we have health conditions that can also attribute to mental health? For instance, somebody having a long time chronic sickness like cancer, like all those. Can it connect with mental health?
It can connect with mental health. Mental health affects everybody.
Okay.
As you said, cancer. I'm doing well, a young guy doing well. Then all of a sudden, I've been diagnosed with cancer. The diagnosis alone, not even the sickness. You being diagnosed with cancer, you being diagnosed with HIV, as we say, the sickness doesn't kill the people, but the way you think through the sickness, that's where the problem is. So a lot of the physical conditions affect your mental health. And sometimes to vice versa. Your mental health affects your physical health. For example, physically, you are stressed up, a whole lot of things are not going well with you. You can go to the hospital with headache. A case was referred to me just yesterday. The lady says he passes off. When he's dead, then he will pass off. So I asked, what is wrong? He told me at his workplace, 2 people have died. I think he's afraid of that. Okay. And now that 2 people's work has been added to her, which is training her. So the doctor did all the medical examinations and doesn't have any reason to pinpoint that this is causing you to pass out and giving you a lot of stress. So doctor just realized that this is a whole psychological issues and would need talk therapy and other things. So this is exactly what happens. So physical illness can cause you your mental health, and your mental health can also cause you your physical health.
Okay, that is fine. In case you just joined, I have Esther here with me. We are talking about mental illness. We just discussed the causes of mental illness and how things can also add up. I realize that it is some are through genetic, some are the environment that you were brought up. Some are also a pregnant woman, what they do to themselves affect the baby, and even during delivery, what happens to the baby in there might also cause that person to experience or to have issues when it comes to mental. And are there some signs to see this person, are there some, what are some of the signs of mental illness?
Let's see, let's calm down to our basic community.
Exactly.
Let's say we have people there, you are there and they'll come. When you were passing by Ubu Meniche, you too, when you were passing, why didn't see
the person?
You didn't see the person. Then the person says, Ubu Meniche, oh, I'm very sorry. Then it happens to the next person, maybe in a compound house or new vehicle. Then this same person says, hey, Obi bon yomo ne dema obeji ama ne ho. Then you should know, no. These are basic things that we don't pinpoint, but there is a problem with that person. That person is going through a whole lot that needs to be checked. We can be in a church and this person will be fighting everybody. Pastor preacher, or say an asem no they be preaching. Meanwhile, the person hasn't even spoken to the pastor. Sometimes we take it for granted, but all these are mental health issues. As we say, a person's behavior. The obvious ones are instantly the person is fighting with everybody. Why are you aggressive? You want to calm the person, that the person is not calming down. Why are you aggressive? That one is obvious. Then we have the verbal aggression. You see the person insulting everybody, or these are the normal ones we see in the communities. That sometimes we take it for granted and say, "We the not here."
Okay.
And yes, are not here.
Okay.
Or here help. Just that we see it as and not here. It is not here. I am showing you a cop because mental health, when you see it early, diagnosed early, that person can get help. And we have mood changes.
Okay.
Mood changes. When the person's mood changes, there is a problem.
Is it the same as mood swings, or we have mood changes and mood swings?
Mood swings is like 1 minute, mini ajepa.
Okay.
Mini obi aye fine.
Okay.
Then the next minute, ubebi sama semwa.
I don't mind you.
Me mboa kra. Any nipe na me chian to say serious. So why is the person not minding me?
Okay.
Then the mood changes. Osora na pa. Obia bisa na sema. Fino. But 3 days cry, the person will not mind anybody. Then all of a sudden, the mood will change again and back to normal. The ones that we know. And we have cognitive issues.
Okay.
The person can remember everything, the attention span, echo, on kai niyama. There's problem with the cognitive aspect of the person. Then we have behavioral changes. The behavior has changed. This person, who know a very calm person, then all of a sudden, there is change in that person's behavior. This person was very lovely. Now you're isolated. When you ask the person anything, the person will not mind you. As I said earlier on, that person can stand at one place from morning till evening or sit here and you go back, you go to work, come and meet the person. Then say, no. There is a problem. When you have people who will be very depressed and they'll go and stop work. You see them all of a sudden, they have resigned from work. It's a mental health issue. Because you look at the responsibilities on the person, they've not sacked the person. Even you see some of the bosses calling the family members that your family member has brought a resignation letter. I'm giving this person 2 weeks to rethink about the decision. Everybody will talk, but the person will still say that is the conviction he or she is having. I think that one lady that came, she took the Christmas bonus, huge sums of money, reduced salary, huge amount of money, went to Kempinski, put it down. He says when the money gets finished, they should let her know. So she stayed there, ordered for things, enjoyed, was in the room, enjoyed all the money, and came back. She was not mentally well.
At that particular point in time.
At that particular point in time. So until the family got to know this is what she has done, they contacted she's not doing well. If someone is close, it's either you bring her to the psychiatric hospital or get to any private psychiatrist to see her. So after seeing her, she had gotten through a relationship and the man has gone to marry a different person and she doesn't know how to express herself. So she was going off, she was depressed. So we needed to put her on medication for her to go through the process and various talk therapies for her to go through what we say broken hearts. So there was a problem. So there are certain things that we see, we take it for granted. You have a teacher, went in for loans, buy gallons of red oil and things to then come to the notice to a hospital. Bought tomatoes, the box, the whole box, rice bags. When she relapsed, that's how she behaves.
Whoa.
So the husband has gone to know that when she brought it to the hospital, everybody knows that no, as a teacher, she will not go in for loan, come and do donations. Exactly. So we need to take the things back to the market, find the people she buys it from, then give it back to them. Because she's not doing well. Then we'll just admit this person. So mental health issues are very dicey issues. As you said earlier, like because of culture issues, someone will say, oh yeah, adoye. But this is not adoye.
Normal adoye, I don't know, it's out of the way.
Yes, we would have classified it as normal adoye, but this is not what normal adoye. So mental health issues are very dicey issues. If you don't take care, you will not see it early. By the time you realize, bringing the person back will be very difficult. Because you have one lady who goes to the market to preach. Ideally, we know this lady is a shy type. She can't preach. But as we were prompting the family, they still felt like, no,
she's doing God's work.
She's doing God's work. Until she started in the market. And when she preached, she used vulgar words, insults the people. That was when they realized, no, this is not preaching. But we could have stopped it from the initial stage without letting it get to this stage. But we as human beings, even accepting that our sister or brother is going through a whole mental challenge has become difficult because of the stigma around it. Nobody wants to diagnose the family member as having a mental health challenge. But the brain is also part of the body.
Okay.
If I can get a knee problem, it's the same way I can get a brain problem.
Okay.
So we should just stop stigmatizing it and see that anybody that goes through it, mental health doesn't fear anybody. It doesn't fear anybody. As I'm talking about mental health, I can also go off. It doesn't choose. It just happens. So if you don't take care and it happens, you are going to be in a deep mess. So don't let it even happen because it's expensive. When you want to come for treatment, it's very expensive.
Mental health or mental illness, don't choose. It is not afraid of anybody. It can happen to me, us, or you. So don't wait till you get there before you seek professional help. As we discuss it, if you have anything concerning it, the numbers are 0559 680066 on WhatsApp, 0559 680066, or on the chat page, you can write, share your concern or your call number. We would pick it up and call you so that if there's anything we need to do to help you, we can get you to the right places. I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to pause. I'll be right back. Hi, welcome back from the break. Thank you so much for staying. And in case you just joined, we are discussing what we call mental illness. We have looked at the types, the causes, and we are about to delve into how it can affect you, me, and those who are closer to us. I want to say that this is Wounds of the Heart, where we discuss issues like this and help you overcome them in the rightful way. I am here with Esther. She is a mental health practitioner and also an addiction specialist. Esther, we went over by talking about some signs and symptoms. Before we enter into how it affects us, can drugs contribute to mental illness?
Yes. Drugs is a major contributor to mental health. And I think even in Accra Psychiatric Hospital, 90% of our cases are drug-induced cases.
Oh.
So we say, you see, you have the diagnosis, say, drug, maybe cannabis-induced psychosis, cannabis-induced schizophrenia. So the schizophrenia was triggered by the cannabis use. So drug really causes mental illness.
And alcohol too?
Alcohol is the worst. But because it's legal.
Oh, okay.
Because it's legal.
Okay.
We don't see alcohol as a problem.
Okay.
Alcohol is one thing that affects you from your head to your toe, even physically. It affects you from your head to your toe. So alcohol, even treating alcohol addiction is very difficult. Very, very difficult. Because alcohol is legal.
What are some of the effects of mental illness in the person before those around that person and the whole family? What are the effects?
In the person, it affects the person's life. The person can't reason well. The person has lost touch with him or herself. He or she doesn't even remember who she is. It affects the person's work. Because if the person is working in an environment, more times they even stop working.
Oh.
They even don't go to work. Or they go to work, but they don't even do the proper things.
Okay.
So even the people who employs them get an alert that this person is not doing well. So it affects the person's work. And unfortunately for us, when mental health affects someone's work, even the employer taking the person back when the person recovers, it's a whole issue on its own. The person loses his or her life on its own. The person can lose their life by committing suicide. Some by not eating. They don't eat at all. So it affects the person, the reasoning, the feeling, everything around. The person can even attack everybody around him or her, even the children. They will be attacked. Because when the person sees you as a witch, trust me, no matter what you do, you'll be a witch, even though you are the child.
Exactly.
And the verbal abuse that they put on people, even when they recover, people are afraid to get closer to them.
But you see, with what you just said, that even a person can harm a lot of people around. People also have in the notion that the one who is going through, who is using these drugs as the one of the contributing factors, or alcohol, it is up to them alone. For instance, but Mark, I've said it, sir, and my child is not changing. It is up to him and stuff like that. With what you just said, how serious is that particular talk that we use against our people?
That's why we say it's like this person that you are talking about, like Maka Ontie. It doesn't work like that. When someone is into, let's say, alcohol, as you said, that is addiction.
That's exactly.
Addiction is a disease. It's not a moral behavior. And since it's not a moral behavior, you can't say me tune for wenjai.
Okay.
Because the person ideally wants to stop. He or she is trying. Before we even diagnose addiction, the fact that you want to stop and you can't stop is one of the parameters we use in diagnosing the person.
Okay.
So it's not a moral deficiency at a point.
Okay.
It's a disease. The brain recognizes the drug as normal. So let's say as a pastor, you've woke up and you can't pray. You've not prayed in the morning. In the afternoon, something will click you that I have to pray.
Exactly.
It's the same way. When someone takes alcohol, he wakes up in the morning, the hand is shaking. Even when you give them the glass of alcohol, it will shake.
Exactly.
So some even touches them up before the body can relax. So this is a whole issue on its own. It's not a moral problem, but a disease that needs to be treated. So if you all go like we all looking on, this morning a mother called me that they've discharged the child. And she's afraid, so she's leaving the house. Because this child smokes cannabis and has been beating the mother. I've spoken to the child, said, oh, Mabono. I strangled her till I saw that she can't breathe. Before I stopped, as I was telling him that you can't even beat your mother, he still doesn't get it, like he has the right to discipline the mother. Unfortunately for us, we see cannabis, oh, me, I don't smoke, I smoke herbs. They see cannabis as herbs, which is not herbs. So I was teaching them, you have cannabis, yes. You see it as herbs, it's not herbs. It has its medicinal aspect. Because when you pick that whole cannabis down, it has THC there, and it had the cannabinoid there. The cannabinoid there is the medicinal one that we can use. That even the people who use it for drugs, they need to extract the THC and throw away. Even when you go outside the country, 0.03 THC. Look at how many rehabs they have. And the Ghanaian one is very potent, very, very potent. Go to Tudu and see the recipe. We had one who wanted to come and preach like, oh, cannabis is good. It has medicinal purposes. One professor said, oh, it's not fine. He passed through Tudu. They gave him some. He couldn't even do the presentation. Because what he has been taking is not cannabis. The one that he takes here.
He's not a Ghanaian.
No, he's not a Ghanaian. He's a white person.
Oh, okay.
So when the Tudu guys gave him weed, he realized that this is weed.
Wow. Ghanaian is potent, eh?
Very potent. And what it does is it distorts your perception. It makes you see things differently. When you talk to them, they'll tell you when you smoke weed, you feel like you are in heaven. You feel like you are above everybody. So this is how this person sees him or herself. So if you think you are dealing with a person that you can make meaningful conversations with, no. You can't make meaningful conversations with this person. So it affects your brain.
Okay.
So it will be better if you seek treatment for such a person than seeing it as me tune for onti. Tune for am for person jai. Ideally your person jai. But in fact, because the body will be yearning for it. You crave and crave and crave, and when they are going through cravings, it's very pathetic. Even if you're around them, you might feel, it's not easy.
So the brain. So that this is what a person going through. What about the family, the immediate family the person is in? How does this affect them?
The immediate family, some even leave the house.
As the example you just.
The example I just give. Some leaves the house. I have a client we discharged, he killed the mother. He slept with the mother and killed the mother. So a lot of people are going through a lot in their homes that they can't even voice out. They are beating their parents. They can't even stay in their own homes. And going to pay for treatment is a bit difficult for them to raise a huge amount of money to pay for treatment. It is not easy because this person in the first place has destroyed everything in the house. For you to even get people to bring this person to the hospital, it is not easy. Sometimes you need to go to the police to come and help you. And because of legal issues too, sometimes you come and the person says, I'm not fine, I won't do it. If the person is not aggressive and can stay in the house, the hospital too is not admitting because you're aggressive. But you that you are living in the house with from morning till evening, you are not at peace. So the family, let's say they even suffer more
than the person.
The
person doesn't see whatever he's doing.
He or she is doing. Because you get to the room and the person has him or herself in the room that you are staying with the person. And your life is at stake. He wakes up one morning and says, sorry if you die in Monaco. He says you're a witch. You did this, you did that. And whatever the mind tells the person, that's what the person is doing. So a lot of families are going through a lot, physically, emotionally, psychologically, and financially. Financially. And even before they even say, let's go to the hospital, they've gone to the prayer camps, they've taken all their money, they've given them the oils and other things, and it all didn't work. So before they even get to the hospital, they've lost a lot of money. Their works are gone. Because if you have one in your house and the person is disturbing you, because you are seeking treatment for the person, you move from one place to the other, and by the time you realize you've also lost your job. And if you're in a compound house, when your rent is due, because this person wakes up in the morning and insults the landlady or the landlord,
no chance
and
going to you
everybody, sometimes they give them their money. That we beg you, leave the house. And sometimes when you meet the family, it is very pathetic. They have nowhere to go.
Mental illness in the society.
Mental illness in the society, stigma. We all stigmatize them. Because even if you are in a church and your child is not mentally stable, the way we look at that person is difficult. When we want to even let someone do something at the church, we don't even call the person. Everybody looks at you a certain way for you to even feel that they are looking at you. So with the society and the community, everybody doesn't want you around. And the stigma is so bad that the person who has such a client in the house doesn't even want to mingle with people. They want to run. That's when you see a mother telling you, I'll send my child to maybe Togo and say I'm coming, then I'll leave the child there. We have people who come and leave their children in the hospital. It's now that we have cameras, so they catch you. In the general hospitals, they are stealing the babies there. But at our end, they come and leave them there.
Okay, so okay. In general, they are stealing. They want the better ones.
They want the better ones.
Your side, they dump
them on us. So with the family and with the community, is the stigma. They are stigmatizing mental health too much. Immediately we know you have mental health issue. Nobody even want to employ you. So even if the person is fine, no employment. In a family meeting, we say something, everybody is angry. They say they are right. Immediately my clients get angry. They say, oh, Adienaba. Adienaba. Which is not fair to them. Because when someone is having stroke, we all come together and support the person. When someone is having a mental health challenge, nobody wants to come close because we still have that mindset that it's a spiritual matter. Obia bonidua, obia yenedeng, like those things. We are not debunking it totally. But we are also saying, whatever you see physically, let's treat it physically.
Exactly. And if it's mental, we treat it mentally. Just that if I'm down with malaria, I go to the pharmacist to buy the 3 whatever. Same way, if I'm going off mentally, I should also go to places that these things are done there, so that at the end of the day, my health would be well for me to also mingle or connect well with the society. Is mental health illness curable?
It's curable.
Oh.
It's treatable. When it's diagnosed early, it is very treatable. Very treatable. It's a disease, it's a condition, but it's manageable. If I'm having diabetes, I can't wake up one morning and say, my diabetes is gone.
You treat it.
I treat it. So maybe I'm put on diet.
Okay, yeah.
And on medication. So maybe they will taper my medication down when the figures are down and my sugar level is normal. But I'll still not go and eat the way I was eating, even though I'm now in the normal range. I'll be having the type of food that I eat. If I'm hypertensive, it's always a disease. I can't wake up one morning and say, oh, I'm not hypertensive again. So it's the same way. I'll do my exercise. I'll check my weight. I'll not do the oily food. Certain things that I'm not supposed to do, I will not do it, and I'll take my medication. It's the same way with mental health. Maybe I'll take stresses away. You'll be taught like, this is your trigger. These are your stresses. Don't stress yourself so much. You come for your monthly medication. And some do so well that we don't do let's say monthly medication. We do the monthly injection. So the person comes, take the depot, and that is it. And they will live a normal life. Just that this person doesn't need to stress him or herself so much. Identify all the stresses and doesn't go close. So it's the same thing. So if you are not stigmatizing those with diabetes, we say some are even lifestyle. They when they eat anyhow they want, behave anyhow they want, and they got the disease. But with mental illness, if I was born with it, it is not my fault. So at least we don't need to even stigmatize them. And the things that I was even doing, I wasn't aware of it. So sometimes when they are back and you tell them what they did, it even gets them back to a depressive mood.
Okay.
Because the person, this is what I did. I insulted this person. I did this to this person. So you need to encourage that person through therapy, through the psychologist will be talking to this person, to tell the person, it is not your fault. It does happen. We can still handle it. So just keep calm. So if you give this person a helping hand, my friends will say, you ask me pass, then the mad people will be getting closer. And I said, yes, they feel comfortable around me. Because when you see them, the face that you do, it shows that they are not human beings. But they are nice people. They can have normal conversations with you. And if you realize they are going through a lot, you help them. Even the people you see on the street, sometimes they go through what we call lucid interval. It's just a very short period, but the person comes to normal at a very short interval. And that interval, the person sees that, where I am, how did I get here? And if you are lucky, that thing can push that person back home for treatment. So imagine if that person alone. So mental illness is no joke.
It's no joke.
Just waking up one morning and see, I'm from Accra. I mean, where am I right now? You ask someone, say, you are in Sunyani. How did I get to Sunyani? What am I doing here? The person starts asking questions. Then tell, oh, you stay at this rubbish dump. This is where you have been living for some months now.
Look at that.
That one alone can trigger the person back. So it's not a disease that we should joke with. We should rather show them love. But because of the nature of its signs and symptoms, because I insulted you, you were getting closer, I was afraid. So I was defending myself. It's not like I wanted to attack you. I was afraid. Because it's not everybody that the mad person attacks.
Yeah.
It's not everybody. If he feels threatened, he would attack you. I think there is one on TikTok. The guy, I've forgotten the name, but the guy got closer to the lady. And now the lady is doing well.
Yeah. I saw.
Yeah.
The guy changed
the lady.
It's true.
Because the guy had time for this lady.
The guy is a barber
yes.
or something. I've watched something, yeah.
He showed her love. he showed that he cared. All that they need is the love, the attention, the care, because they feel nobody would like them the way they are. It's not their fault. By just showing that person love, giving her attention, taking her to the hospital for them to give medication, this lady is doing so well. So let's be kind. Everybody's going through something.
Let's be kind. Everybody's going through something. It's sometimes disheartening to hear things like this. A brother, a sister going through said things. It's not easy. You are favored to live normal as you're living. You are favored to even know who you are and where you are right now. It means that alone tells you that mentally you are sound. There are people who even doesn't know where they are at the moment that we are talking to them. And as the example that Esther gave, somebody will wake up and where she is, she asks, where am I? And the person would say, oh, you are somewhere in Boga. Somebody who I left home in Accra, and you hear our radio stations announcing that there's a missing person here. He left home this, he left home that. Sometimes not all are supposed to be taken as a joke. Maybe mental illness may trigger that person to leave where he or she is staying to a place where he or she even had no idea that she is. Before we come to finalizing how best we can help these people, family and society as well. A student, what is what we call mental breakdown? What is that? Briefly, because I'm doing well, I'm studying, things are not getting the way I'm supposed to get. That person in that immediate moment would lose it. Mental breakdown. How is it and how is it affecting especially students, those on campus?
Okay, mental breakdown is like everything that the person is going through is overwhelming for the person, because the way he or she perceived how things should be, it's not going that way. I think my sister's daughter did an audio this Sunday and told my sister how she's tired of the school. She thinks the course that she's doing, she chose a wrong course. She's tired. Everything is not going on well for her, and that she's working. She's working. She doesn't even know where she's going. She wants to fall.
No.
Then my sister sent the audio to me that I should listen to it, and that for her, she's not in that mood for her. So if she calls her, she has tried not to call her. She's sending it to me. It's my case. That if she calls that girl, she'll tell that girl to come home and fall. So that when she falls at home, nobody will call her.
Oh.
And that she should pack all her school fees and bring it to her.
Before she falls.
She wants her money. Yes, so this is a mother talking. Because she's thinking through how she has suffered to raise all the money and the things you need to do that course. And you are there to learn. And you are telling me that you are breaking down, you are falling. She doesn't have that time.
Exactly.
But it's true, she's breaking down.
She's breaking down.
Because she thought maybe the course would be simple. Maybe she goes to class at 7 a.m. and by 6 p.m. they are not done with class. And there are so many assignments on one person. And that is overwhelming for the person. And unfortunately for us, they are students right now. And maybe the things that are happening on campus, she or she doesn't even have them. She feels someone came to school with a car. I don't have one. I need to walk through to a distance. Things that my other colleagues are having, I don't have. It's a whole stress on its own. And social media is also taking part of the person's time. So it's like everything is jamming up. Now that the person is going through normal life, in the secondary school, this person has to go and eat breakfast, lunch, and supper. But now she needs to find her food on her own. The money that they have given to her, says apparently she wants to save, she can't save. So now she's facing normal life. As we keep saying, all our uncles that we're asking money from, we are sorry that we put you through that. When we grew, we also realized we also don't have savings. So it's normal like that. So our students are also going through a lot. On campus, things are happening. When they go to TikTok, they are seeing different things. Someone is just an influencer and the person has made it. Someone is just a musician and the person has blow. So I keep asking my clients, okay, you say someone has blow. How many black sheriffs do we have? Tell me. Among all his age mates, how many do we have that has blow? Onope. So life is a whole process. So they become overwhelmed with coming to face normal stresses of life and penetrating through is easy. I keep saying those Gen Zs and those coming, they are different from us.
Exactly.
We had navigated through challenges,
Don't be joking.
carrying the water to come and pour, going a long distance to fetch water. It tells you how to navigate your time fast.
Exactly.
You have to move from here in Accra. You're in Accra. There is no washroom in that house. You need to walk a distance to go and join a queue. No, all this prepared you for a whole lot. Unfortunately for us this time, immediately I moved from my room, I'm going to use the washroom. So life has been easy. Then all of a sudden in the university, life is never easy. All of a sudden in secondary school, life is not easy. So they are overwhelmed, they are stressed. Unfortunately, the parents that they have right now, like me, I don't understand why you should be stressed because you are not paying the money. And for the money hasn't been a challenge. They don't owe school fees. No. They have dresses to wear. Like everything is going on smoothly. So everything becomes what? A challenge. So they are going through a lot. So when it gets to that time, we are urging parents, the church and everything to tell these kids that life on its own is a whole process. If you jump one, you come to 2 or you go to 4. Life has a funny way of bringing you to come to 2. Because when you see a child who doesn't crawl and the child walks, you realize at a certain age, the child goes back to crawl again after walking.
Exactly.
So that is life. It's a whole process. So let's teach them how to go through processes, but not jam them. It's not everybody that is going to make it at the same time.
Okay.
So if you see your colleague makes it today, just know that when your time comes, you would also make it, because we are always looking at those who are successful, but those who died, those who are facing medical issues that we don't know, they are all there. Those who finish university, medical school, the day of their graduation, they die. They are all there. So we shouldn't look at it from one side. They are influencers. How is that last? It doesn't last. Because if they don't maintain whatever they are doing, they will lose it. So we should all be kind. We should be kind. Open our ears to listen and not be judgmental.
Not be judgmental. That's not be judgmental. Viewers, thank you so much for this, for sticking and staying with us throughout this episode of mental illness. And we just concluded with it by mental breakdown. A lot of our students on the campuses are experiencing these things. Mami Esther just said it is something that we are supposed to know. We shouldn't joke with it. We shouldn't trivialize it. We shouldn't judge our children who are going through this, but we should face reality. A lot of people are trying to even end, as we speak, want to end it all because things are not working the same way they are working for them. But with the one with mental illness, please, that person needs help. He needs your help. He needs our help. We shouldn't stigmatize them whatsoever. Let us help them to do the best so that we can even direct them to facilities that will help them overcome whatever they are going through. As Esther said, it is curable, it is treatable. We can manage mental illness, that a person who is going through that would one day become a better person in life. This is Wounds of the Heart, a place where wounds are healed, wounds that have been caused by emotional trauma, wounds that have been caused by mental illness, wounds that have been caused by any physical thing, especially broken heart. And what we have here is a place that will help you heal that wounds. Esther was my guest today to help us understand mental illness. And thank you, you the viewer. If you are not watching this program, it means that my program wouldn't be even important to any other person. And if you want to also comment, ask questions, or want to reach out to me in person, it's 0559 535554. For sponsorship, the same call. But if you want to ask any further clarity, any question, then it's 0559 680066. And that number is on your screen. Please try as much as possible to reach out, because what Esther discussed with us, it is happening to you or somebody you know. And at the end of the day, our world will be a beautiful and a better world. May the Lord bless you. Esther, God bless you so much for your time and for coming. I really appreciate your time with me. And I know I'm going to have you again. So you have nowhere to go. And this program will be seeing more of Esther and rest of some Esther's that will also come through to share the things you have. This is Wounds of the Heart. And I have been your regular host. And the name is Pastor Daniel Biribidiaba. I'm out.